Hey guys, it's Mary. Just wanted to touch base with you about something that I've sent to you in an email in the past, but thought it's a point to remind you. And that is the FEMA Improvement Law. FEMA doesn't want to give flood insurance on a property, obviously, that may get flooded in the future if they've been over improved. So let's think about that. If a base flood elevation across the island is somewhere around 9 feet-ish, right? So anything built under 9 feet-ish, and it's case-by-case basis for property, would be built under. With the newer homes, you're not really going to have the problem because those are built at about 12 or 14 feet above sea level, but it's the older homes. So let's take an example. We have a property on Shenandoah. The property address is 1145 Shenandoah. We have a certificate of elevation that we got from the client. If you can't find one, then that's a whole different story, but the certificate of elevation, the client should have one. If they don't, because they didn't get insurance on it, they didn't have to. They didn't take out a mortgage. They didn't need insurance. They may not have one, or their certificate of elevation is really, really old. A couple of years ago, they had to go back and get them redone. But case in point, this one says on it the base flood elevation, and you can see it over here. It's kind of midway in the page, is 9 feet. And then a little bit lower below, it says the top of bottom floor, including basement, crawl space, or enclosure, right here, I've highlighted it, kind of like 3/4 down the page, is 7.4 feet. So it is below flood level. So what does that mean? With the FEMA Improvement Law, it's about 50% of the assessed value. There's some other math in it. They get some benefits that they can put into improvements. So let's talk about what those improvements are. It doesn't include windows, doors, roofs, or mechanicals that they would have to improve to get better insurance ratings on the property, but it does include a kitchen and baths. So in this particular case, you go out to the tax record and you find 1145 Shenandoah has property that the improved value itself is assessed at $117,000 is all. We're selling this property for $700,000, and the structure itself is assessed at $117,000. So what does that mean? Roughly $60,000 is all they're going to be able to do in improvements in this property. Can they put in a kitchen, baths, 2 baths and a kitchen, flooring, whatever, for $60,000? I don't know. It might be kind of tight. It has a beautiful view, and you can only put that amount in for 5 years. So this is something to consider with your clients as you're starting to talk with them as to what makes sense. Do they want to build? Do they want to live in this beautiful home? Because it is truly that. It's a beautiful home, but it does need some improvements. It's not bad, but you're not going to be able to tear down walls and do some crazy stuff in a house that's at a lower level and get it permitted. That's the key. So hope that's helpful for now. In another installment, we'll do some other training on it, but I wanted you to have that in your hip pocket as you're going out and continuing to show. Have a great season, continued success this year, and I look forward to seeing you at the top.